Hello and welcome to Simply Southern. I'm Kevin Worthington.
And I'm Mary Wilson. Well Off the Beaten Path in South Montgomery County is a restaurant where they serve the sort of food your grandma made, and they'll treat you as kindly as she did too. Today we're taking a trip to Red's Little Schoolhouse.
As we wrap up spring and summer gets closer, more and more fresh vegetables are coming in from the garden. Today our friends from Sweet Grown, Alabama will be here to tell us what's in season.
And I'm Stacy Little. If you're a lover of fresh vegetables, you're going to want to hang around and see what we're making in the kitchen today.
The city of Atmore might have a reputation as a declining railroad town, but in 2020, the city earned a designation as a Main Street, Alabama community.
And for the past 3 years, Main Street Atmore has worked to spruce up building facades and encourage more business development in downtown.
In fact, there's only around a dozen spaces left vacant. And if you haven't passed through town in a while, you might not even recognize the place.
Steady traffic in downtown Atmore nowadays is a good problem to have because business is booming.
It's more alive. We are alive. We're no longer a dead city. We are alive.
The old railroad town's renaissance has even astonished lifelong residents.
I'm not used to people complimenting our town. They say, "Oh, Atmore it looks good these days. Looks good. What's going on here?" So it's good to hear that.
Everybody knows Carl's Tot Shop, a staple of downtown for 75 years. It's where Shanora's grandfather bought her a dress as a child.
I was all excited. I remember it was elongated, it had ruffles, and Big Daddy said I was cute.
I'd say in the last 5 or 6 years that end of town has started to reinvigorate, and that's because there's a lot of young people with, ideas and stuff and dreams.
Courtney Harris is one of those dreamers. Mom to 4, her children's boutique opened last summer.
When I have one child, it's one thing to go an hour out of town for an outfit, a bow, a pair of socks. But when you have 4, I'm not going anywhere. So that was one of the reasons I opened. If you need a last minute baby present, just the small things that keep you here at home.
Add in the re-illuminated Strand Theater sign and the buzz around town is electrifying.
Sometimes you just need a light. That's what that sign, just one thing, did for the city. It brought back that glow.
Atmore is a place to be. When I first moved here, the movie theater across the street was still open. And I remember going to see movies as a teenager. So just the fact that they're opening that up, and I can take my kids to go see the same movies in the same building that I saw as a child is incredible.
All that energy is spread to side streets too, which are brimming with an array of shops, plus eateries that provide caffeine and first-class cuisine. Murals and parks tell the town's history, and all of it sets the stage for a prosperous future, because Atmore has more than you'd expect.
It's more to Atmore than a casino. It's more to Atmore than the prisons. It's more to it. Downtown is everybody. It's Atmore's downtown. So it doesn't matter if you live in Freemanville, you're part of the Atmore community. It doesn't matter that you're on the reservation, you're part of the Downstreet family. And I think that that's what we want to do in the next year. The next 3 years, maybe just work on diversifying it and letting everybody know that this is your heart also. This is your heart. Let's take care of it together.
The story mentions the renovation of the Strand Theater. That's a project of a group called the Pride of Atmore, and it started even before the town became a Main Street community.
The Pride of Atmore is also renovating the old hardware store next door to the theater. Called the Encore, it'll be an event space that can be rented for special events like weddings.
You can keep up with everything happening in downtown Atmore by following Main Street Atmore on Facebook. It may be a former schoolhouse, but don't panic. There's no homework to turn in. Your only assignment is to enjoy the good food and friendly service. Next on Simply Southern, we're headed to Red's Little Schoolhouse restaurant.
If you're involved in agritourism, Alpha offers the insurance coverage you've been looking for. On-farm activities typically require additional coverage above the standard commercial business or farm owner coverage. Pumpkin patches, wedding venues, Christmas tree farms, farmers markets, and even U-Pick farms are just a few examples of things that could be covered. Contact your Alpha agent to learn more. These Alpha Insights are proudly presented by Alpha Insurance.
Alabama is a state filled with riches, like the juiciest peaches, a summer tomato sandwich, or grandma's pecan pie. But perhaps our greatest treasures are the hands that grow. From generations past through the years to come, Alabama fruit and vegetable growers produce an abundance we all enjoy. Alabama produce. It just tastes better.
Get discounts on national brands and at local businesses with your Alpha Farmers membership. Members save hundreds with Ford, John Deere, Case IH, and Caterpillar. Plus, enjoy special rates at Choice and Wyndham Hotels. Benefits include rewards at Office Depot, Priester's Pecans, tourism destinations, and more. Download the Alpha Perks app, visit alphafarmers.org/perks, or stop by your local Alpha office and start saving today.
A farmer has to live on faith. We do all we can do, but we can only control so much.
Alabama is the second largest poultry growing state in the nation, so we're trying our best to grow all the corn we can for that.
What we produce not only feeds and clothes all of the United States, but about half of what we make goes on to the world market.
We've been able to improve yields, have some things that can help us produce a better crop. I'm proud of the product we make and proud that I can say I'm an Alabama farmer.
When you look around for information and answers to your everyday questions, how do you know who to trust? Alabama Extension takes Auburn and Alabama A&M universities to the people. As educators, we are trusted partners in every county, providing valuable and practical ways to better our homes, farms, health, and communities. Our research extends knowledge and improves lives. Learn more at aces.edu.